Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, a follow-up on that March 6000 that just arrived. This has been here approximately 20 minutes. Got the motor reassembled or assembled back into the shell, lubricated the E-unit, the armature, and the wheel bearings. Replaced the light bulb, and this is the result. $10. Buy it now. As you see, this is running just absolutely perfectly. It's running like new. There's no problem with this locomotive at all. It's in really decent condition. It was dirt cheap, $10, and no one bought it. The guy said, put it on the rail, it does nothing. The motor was completely out of position, so pulled the motor out, oiled it, reinstalled it, and it's up and running. I did have to replace the headlight. As you see, it was definitely worth the $10. This is in really decent condition. As you see. So, it reinforces everything that I say. Don't overlook the junk. $10 on eBay and no one bought it. Was a buy it now. I watched this for a couple of days. There was only 2 photos, so I figured if nothing else, I can use it for parts. But as you see, this locomotive is running like new. There's nothing wrong with this at all. Grand total from arrival to as you see it, about 25 minutes. So, a blast of WD-40 up into the solenoid for the E-unit. That solved that problem. A couple of drops of oil and a new light bulb. That's running at about 30% power, pulling what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. So that is running just absolutely splendidly. No problem with it at all. Physically, it's in decent condition. It's far from perfect. It's old. It's 70 years old. But as you see, it hasn't been terribly abused. Both of the horns are missing, of course, but they always are. But as you see, this is up and running with no problem at all. $10, buy it now. Put it on the rail. It does not run. So, again, I gotta say it. Don't overlook the junk. It was definitely worth the $10, even with the missing horns. Just in parts, it's worth more than $10. And it took less than half an hour to get this locomotive up and running. I did have to replace the light bulb. As you see, this was the original bulb. But in any case, I haven't done anything to it at all as far as repair. A couple of drops of oil, a shot of WD-40, a new light bulb, and this is the result. Really difficult to beat this for $10. And that's running like new. There's nothing wrong with this motor at all. Physical condition, it's actually quite good. It's dirty. It is 70 years old. This is about 1952. But as you see, there is nothing wrong with this at all. So why no one else bought it? I have no idea. Very likely the description. Put it on the rail, it does nothing. Well, the motor was completely out of position, so I really doubt if he really even tested it. But as you see, it was worth the 25 minutes it took to repair it. And that's from unboxing it to as you see it. It's been here less than half an hour. And this old 6000 is up and running just absolutely perfectly. No problems of any kind. Total cost to repair it was the price of a light bulb. A few drops of oil, a shot of WD-40. That was it. I've done nothing to this at all, except remove the motor and reinstall it in its correct position. So I'm happy with it, no doubt about that. This is running just absolutely splendidly. So just want to do a follow-up video. So half an hour from unboxing to as you see the locomotive sitting here, up and running. It's had some play wear, no doubt. Both the horns are missing, but there's no damage to it, as you see, at all. It's in fairly decent condition. The nice thing, of course, is the fact that it's running, and it's running just absolutely perfectly. No problem at all. So it was definitely worth the $10. Anyway, just want to do a quick follow-up video on this. I've got to emphasize this, guys. Don't overlook the junk. No one else bought this. I watched it for a couple of days. Figured if nothing else, I could use it for parts. And I did nothing to it. A couple of drops of oil and a new light bulb. And this old locomotive is running just absolutely perfectly. Really difficult to beat this for $10. Anyway, I just want to do a quick follow-up video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.